German wonder weapons during World War II were either crazy or really expensive, and here's just a few of them. This tank was pretty impressive as it weighed over 188 tons and is considered to be the heaviest tank ever built. However, the Mouse was a tank equivalent of my ex-girlfriend, and what I mean by that is that it was slow, fat, and expensive to take care of as hell. The supposed purpose for this indestructible tank was that it can punch a hole in the enemy's front line until motorized infantry and smaller tanks arrived to support it. However, most historians agree that if it ever left the factories, transporting it would be a pain in the already crumbling German economy. Just like other heavy German tanks, the Mouse would be too heavy to cross along bridges or break down along the way. If it gotten a chance to see combat, it would have been an Allied fighter pilot's wet dream because it was so big that it could definitely be seen from the air. Not to mention that this tank costed a huge amount of materials to build. The turret itself weighed over 50 tons. That's as heavy as a normal Tiger I. Now, I know that this device isn't considered as a wonder weapon, but it is a wonder how somebody thought that this would turn the tide of the war. This thing is built like my Johnson, and no, I will not elaborate any further. The Krumlauf is actually a barrel attachment for the STG-44 with a periscope sighting device attached to it. Even though development began in 1943, the main purpose of this device was that during the Battle of Berlin, the user can peek around corners without having to expose themselves. There were two versions of the barrel, with one bending at a 30 degrees angle and the other at a 90 degrees angle. The 30 degrees angle was used for infantry use, the 90 degrees version was used for armored cars. The version included for infantry included a giant mirror that allowed the soldier using it to see where the gun was pointing while maintaining a standard hold and cheek weld. However, the large attachment was proven to be a failure as both the barrel and the bullets came under stress when fired. This would result in the bullets shattering into fragments, so it had worked as a really bad shotgun rather than a rifle. Ah yes, the infamous first jet in history. The Messerschmitt 262, aka the Swallow, is famous for slicing through formations of B-17s and slaughtering P-51 Mustangs. Well, at least that's what Redditors like to believe. Although the Me-262 was a huge advancement in technology, it, like many other German wonder weapons, faced heavy mechanical issues. Its new jet engines had to be overhauled every few flight hours or else they would fail. However, the Me-262s were faster than the P-51s, and the jets were credited to have shot down over 500 Allied aircraft over the course of the war. But, according to the Air and Space Museum, only 300 out of the 1,443 Me-262s saw combat. 1,200 of these jets were destroyed during the war, with the majority of them being bombed. This means that they didn't even put a dent in the Allied bombing campaign. The only thing that this jet swallowed was pure paste.